Hello and welcome back to Kino-Plays, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's go. For once, this is the very next day after a stream, so I should remember the things that have been going on. When we finished off last, we just checked out a little bit of the luminol stuff, and then stopped as soon as the game would allow us to do a save. Hopefully we can carry on checking with more luminol, but we'll have to see if that's a tool we've been given, or if that's just a gameplay mechanic we can only use when it tells us to. Right, let's go. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm going to mark up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay? Good, that's actually a clever thing to do, and something you really should do, yeah. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, when you're not being incredibly naive and really just stupid as hell. Still, you're possibly more helpful than me. We'll have to see. I mean, she did save us a few times. Mostly through stupidity and Deus Ex Machina. Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Skye. Luminol testing fluid. Solution used for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces. Spray to use. Ooh! So we're actually going to be able to keep using it? We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Now let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Huh. Oh, it's here. Stop doing the question marks! By now, Phoenix, you should recognise people's voices. Or at least do mystery female or something so I know what voice to do. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. Oh my god, that looks delicious. Give! This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. No, but the look of it does. Good lord, that looked nice. I don't give a shit if it's a day old, that looks nice. Yeah, good thing I ate a few hours ago. And I'm not particularly hungry at the moment. First... Now, how do we spray? Is it in present? Someone used a marker to write the name on this. Emma Skye. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? Okay. Yeah, but how do I use spray? Do I do present? Oh, no. Oh, crap. I'm still in talk to her mode, aren't I? I should probably switch to examine. Then I'd probably get the option. Could you take a look at this? You. Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get such rich flavour like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Yeah, that's about right, Phoenix. Alright, so if we go to examine, Yeah, there've been some really nice burns this trial. Aha! Sweet! Spray time, motherfucker! Oh, that is sus as shit. There is no blood inside the boot. Or trunk, whichever country you're from. Oh, I'm so sure that there should be blood inside there. Maybe we're not allowed to check it just yet. Ooh! But there is blood here from when she cut her hand. Interesting. This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? Yeah, from her mobile phone. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So, this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Yeah, but we could do with something to test with that from. Try spraying in weird places, because you never know. Ooh! Now that'd be an interesting one. What if there's blood here? Damn! Because that would have been really interesting if maybe it hadn't even been done in this car. It had been done in a different car and then the murderer had rotated it. Damn. Yeah, I couldn't resist matching the sprays to the song just then. Doesn't look like we're going to find any more blood in here. But I'm sure we'll find a ton of it at the police area when we go there. Alright. Now that we've found blood there, are we going to just fingerprints or anything? No, that's the same message as before. Keep going. Alright, we're gonna have to actually check the barrels though. So, this is the infamous oil drum. Well, no time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Hee! That's okay, don't cry. That Lana Sky must be one strong woman. Okay then. That was weird. That's about as red as sports car can get. Yep, it's pretty red, alright. The body was found in Edgeworth's car trunk. And the lock on the trunk was broken too. So the question is, why did Miss Sky choose his car? So, what model car is it? I think it was called a sedan or a coupe? Something like that? And yes, Americans, it's coupe, not coupe. I really don't understand how Americans read that as coupe. But it's I'm sure it's a country thing anyway. So, yeah. Plus, I wouldn't be surprised if us in the UK, who call it a coupe, are actually reading it wrong anyway. And it turns out that I'm a fucking dumbass for pointing that out. Who knows? Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Fuck off! Not all blokes give a shit about cars or football. And when I say football, I mean soccer to the Americans. Even though it's a sport where you kick the ball with your foot, something you very rarely do in rugby. You know, American football. It's fun to rag on other countries. Because we rag on them, they rag on us. It shows we're comfortable with one another. It's a bond of friendship. It's what guys do. friends take the piss out of each other because they know they can, because they know it won't cause problems. People need to rediscover banter. For fuck's sake. Welcome, Volkwolf. Yes, American football or rugby here is just hand egg. That's all it is. It's hand egg. Just like stingrays or majestic sea flaps. God, I love all those stupid names for things. Like hedgehogs being a spike floof. Maybe it's about time I got my driver's license. Fucking hell, that was a loud car. Yeah, I love Spike Floof. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. They're really, really good. I love them. Like a snakes and nope rope. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. What? You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Yeah, danger noodles. I love all those terms, they're brilliant. I think squirrel was nut bastard. That one I really fucking loved. B-block is through there, that's where the visitors park. So, Miss Starr climbed over this fence? It seems so, yeah. That fence is 9 foot high at least. Well, no time like the present. I think I'll give it a little try. Go for it! Maybe then we can explore B-block, which we really should do because there might be some evidence over that side. Eek! It's okay, don't cry. Maybe there's a Lunchland Olympics team. Okay, doesn't look like we're gonna find anything over this side. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. The fuck? Oh, so I'm going to lose my job now, am I? I'm going to become the next lunch lady Doris. I mean, me, Kino, I wouldn't mind that. I like cooking for people anyway. But, seriously? You think very little of Phoenix, don't you? I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Phoenix gets no respect from anyone. But then again, he's a complete and utter dumbass who doesn't deserve it, so... So, this is the famous divider. It sure helped us knock a hole in a testimony yesterday. Today, whatever. Come to think of it, this divider helped our case more than the actual witness. The Great Divider. A chip off the old parking block. What? It's just a wall, scientifically speaking. Yeah, and it's not even an actual wall, it's a water tank. And you're still not going to point out that, that there's a tap there that you can't see in the photo, or that the barrel was clearly pressed up right against the wall in the photo. And there was only one barrel, not two. Yeah, no. Not going to notice any of these things, Phoenix. No. Okay. Look, a door. This must mean something. Yeah, that it's an entrance and an exit to somewhere else. I'm not sure that does mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? So that's where Miss Starr saw the incident from. You can probably see quite a lot from up there. That probably means she wasn't lying when she said she saw Miss Sky stab him. Where's the security guard anyway? Well, this is just something I heard. But apparently you went out to buy coffee for Miss Starr. That woman's a force to be reckoned with. Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific? Huh? Look at the basic nature of the thing, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Yeah, because we've actually examined it before, Phoenix. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look a lot more like an entrance. Okay, yeah, that one's the same as before. That hasn't changed. Skip! Okay, well, we didn't find anything useful there. Don't know if we should show her any evidence. I mean, we kind of used these things during the trial anyway. Ah, but we got the knife after she was involved, didn't we? So she hasn't had a chance to say anything about the knife. Because that was once it was the chief of police. Oops, wrong button. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident, it's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sauce! I do not believe a fucking word you're saying, love. Sorry, you lied in the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honour as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? This one? Or are you talking about a different photo that we don't have? That was an odd thing to point out just then. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. No, you couldn't! What? You could have taken a picture from the guard room, but you couldn't have taken that one. The angle's completely wrong and it's through the chain link fence. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? Oh right, she's She meant that she could have done it, but she didn't think of it at the time. Alright, fair enough. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. What? What? That statement makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, we debunked this already, Toa. Plus, she only claimed to have gone running from the security office to where she did after seeing the stabbing happen. And she said it took her 5 minutes to reach parking lot B. You're kinda too late to stop the murder from happening there. Big X to doubt on that. But then again, I think she's the murderer anyway, so of course I'm going to doubt her. Because everything about this photo is suspicious to me. I mean, we saw a photo of the corpse in the trunk. The photo that we still haven't been given as evidence, which is really weird. But the shade of the car is completely different in that photo than it is here. I don't even think that this is a red car. I mean, it's much lighter than the supposed blood that's on her jacket, and what we know is a red dress that she wears. It's the same shade. Well, it's pretty much the same shade as the barrel, so I should have a look at what colour the barrels are. Then we'd have a bit of a clue there, maybe. Well, no, it's a little bit darker. But still, it's completely different to the photo that she showed us. And, of course, it's very different to what we see when we're here. Because there's a barrel missing, you can't see the tap. That barrel's clearly pressed right up against the wall, even though, in reality, there's a fair gap between the barrel and the wall. I really don't think this is the same parking lot. At all. I think this is a different building. Might not have even been the same day. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, mister. You lying was the problem. You dumb bitch. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Clearly SL9, Phoenix. She's blatantly involved in that case. Okay, I'm gonna just go through all of the evidence, see if we pick up anything we've been missing. Because I don't know how much of the evidence I've shown her before. That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. The fuck? Huh? It's my attorney's badge. I'd think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. I have no idea if I'm even saying that word correctly. I've got no idea what that word is supposed to be. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Could you take a look at this? You. Yes? Okay, so that's a dismissive one. There really should be a button to just skip when it's repeating text. A body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. Yeah, she found the body, dude. She took the photo. You could word that differently. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Yeah, exactly a question we've had many times. Can you take a look at this? Okay, that's the team message again, so she's not interested in that evidence. Now. Yeah. This weird thing? Nope. Not interested. Ah. What about the autopsy report? You should have something to say with that, especially after you lied about seeing him being stabbed multiple times. God damn it, she's not interested in the autopsy report either. Okay, well, you definitely should respond to us about the note, surely. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. Ah, no, that's just triggered the same message as showing her the knife. Ah. Okay. The phone call, maybe? It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Guy really trying to say, I wonder? Anything useful about the... Nope, not interested in the parking lot map. Okay, well, we already we did show her this, didn't we? Or did I just look out? Yeah, we showed her this and she said she could have taken the photo from the security office. You take a look at this? Not interested in the shoe? Okay. And I already accidentally showed her the luminol, so that's not helpful. Alright, so that's all of the evidence shown to her. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. You certainly seem manipulative. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. Probably that too. And you were let go? Fired? God, this game and the burns in this one! I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Seriously? I had to talk to her about herself to gain access to talking to her about the incident, even though she brought it up multiple times when showing her 2 pieces of evidence. Okay. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? Huh. Now who's this guy in lower left? I mean, there's the three major characters right there, but who's this guy? Huh. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. Yeah, unless you think that the prosecution had falsified evidence, in which case the thought that you might have sent an innocent man to his execution would really fucking burn away at you. That is big motive right there, in connection to why you hate prosecutors so much. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. Oof. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Yeah, Marshall, dude. Really? Not piecing this together? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell? There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends? How many does she have, anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yeah? Then you should take this. Oh, that looks so good! Except maybe the asparagus, because I've never actually had asparagus. I don't know if that's nice or not. But I can't actually identify whatever's in top left. Maybe sweet potato? I mean, that looks like there's a lump of potato between the carrots and the asparagus. But that just looks so fucking good. Oh, god damn it. I really want a steak. And I'm not even hungry. Oh god, I must be like Emma. I must have an extra stomach for steaks. Oh, hello, Cleve. Yeah, I know you get a trophy, but well, an achievement because I'm on Xbox, but I haven't looked into how to get it. I'm not. I am an achievement hunter and a completionist, but I save that stuff for when I'm off stream. So what you see me playing is without guides and things like that. Though I do ask the chat for help now and then when I need it. Preferably hints, not just do this. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I just happen to get it or not. Because I mean, I'm talking to everyone about as much as I can to get as much story and information as I can anyway. So I'll probably just happen to get it, but we'll see. Besides, I really want to see all the food art anyway. It's really good. Plus some of the takes in response to it's nice. Salisbury steak lunch? Oh, so that's what that is. I've never had Salisbury steak, I don't think. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Oh, really? Well, that's handy. We can bribe Marshall with it. Though I'd rather eat it myself and just try and talk Marshall into talking. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your... are you his... Are you... going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Okay. Let's have a look at that steak. In 3D! Oh, that is nice looking. Let's see. Ingredients. Meat. She must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically. Yeah. Let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additives she used. Go to town. Huh? It says here, hours of sweat and labour. So that's why the sauce is so salty. Yeah, you hope. You better hope she doesn't have any male assistants. Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's all cold and tough by now. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Starr poured her heart into making this. So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. Nice. And just in case, present it. You'll give that to Jake like I asked, won't you? You and Officer Marshall, are you going out? You already asked her that! Jake and I are cooperating on an investigation, that's all. We're just putting the past to rest. Thank you. Why ask the same question that you got within the thing that gave you that piece of evidence? That's just weird. Where can we go? There won't be any point to the law office. Well, someone might be visiting us at the law offices. So let's jump over there first. Nope. Okay. Maybe Lorna will actually talk to us this time. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How is she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gantz say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. Okay. Well then. Huh? That's odd. So we can get to Criminal Affairs Department from questioning, but we can't get to the outside of the police department from questioning. Maybe they're a different building? Huh. Weird. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants any more mysterious or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Right, everyone wave to David Tennant as we leave. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. First... just to clear up my personal suspicions... I guess it wasn't involved in the murder in any way then. Surprising. I really thought it might have been. What is with this guy's obsession with Texas and cowboys? And that is the most hideous hat I've ever seen. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. What? If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Huh. Now this is interesting, Tomo. Clearly, to get into the evidence room, you have to swipe a card. Now, obviously, that's going to be the card that we've picked up, Detective's ID card. Did they actually find a body in the evidence room, or did they just find the blood and a record of whose card was swiped? Because if they found a body, then that means 2 people have been killed. But if they didn't find a body, then clearly Detective Goodman was murdered here and then transferred. Interesting. Let's have a... well, first let's start with spraying, just in case. I mean, there shouldn't be any blood out here, but... certainly shouldn't not check it, anyway. Whee! Yeah, it doesn't look like there is any blood here. Okay, now let's examine things. Look, on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. What? You sure have an active imagination. Well, that's one way to put it, Phoenix. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open. I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. Yeah, she definitely cray-cray. Fully agree with that term. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. Huh. Someone's been setting up their alibis. So chances are we're going to find out the timestamp on these videos is off by 30 minutes to an hour or more. Well, between 30 minutes and 90 minutes, since the autopsy can't be any clearer than 1.5 hours. So he was killed here, then, as we guessed, transferred over to the other side, where either they then bullshitted their cover story of it being at 5:15, or the real murderers set up to have witnesses. Huh. Interesting. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Yeah, that's usually what you'd do. Makes some sense. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I want to look at the hat, not the cactus. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Okay then. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut, you can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say it'd be more of a yeah! Myself. What the fuck? There's a security guard uniform hanging there. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... what was that called again? A poncho. A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. No, Poochie buggered off to his home planet. It's definitely not him. And died on the way. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Well, at least Phoenix has the right idea of making her suffer by not giving her the answer. I can't do present, so... what am I supposed to do now? I mean, I think I could probably just use this. Swipe it. But there's no one here. I didn't miss anything, did I? Huh. Weird. Maybe I have to talk to the suspect first or something before he turns up back there? This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh, you have just broken that man. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing at the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. God, I can't make enough of a difference between those two voices. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was he? Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking and gonna fill my belly. Wait! Don't leave! If you want to know more, head on down to detention centre, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Oh, Phoenix. Let's try back at the guard station. See if he's there now. No. Alright, detention centre then. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, god damn it. Here first. Then here. Just give us the full list of directions for every location. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Except why haven't they cleared your sister then, if they're certain of that? Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Oh! What was that? See, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say, yeah, I was the perpetrator again, sir. That's what I'd say. I'm guessing this is that dweeby-looking guy. Anyway. Yes! Got the guess right. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention centre? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Oh, this is an unexpected turn of events. Interesting that his left hand's all bandaged up. Huh. Let's do evidence first. No, let's talk to him first and then do evidence. Ah, sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir. Ow! I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard in the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ah, fuck! What the fuck is this guy doing? So, what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention centre. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask what happened to your hand? Hang on. That doesn't make any sense, though. When did he pass out? We need to know exactly when he passed out, and when he saw that thing on the evidence room video feed, because we went to see Edgeworth after her sister had been arrested for the murder, and he turned up at Edgeworth's office. So it must be sometime after the investigation day when he would have seen that video and passed out. If he passed out and then woke up here in detention. What the hell's going on with this timeline? Huh. Might I ask what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Really? First things first. Alright, I'm gonna proceed with the way that the actual conversation is going, not the order that things are in. Because last time that annoyed me, how they kept splitting them in the weird way. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, Don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then, when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? No, Phoenix, he's not implying that the victim's body disappeared. He's saying that the victim was alive when he passed out, and that he wasn't there when he woke up. Not that his body disappeared. That's some story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention. And alive. And well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Well, this case keeps getting weirder and weirder. But we'll start presenting evidence to him to see what he has to say about that after the break, next time on Kino-Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. New episodes upload daily to the YouTube channel, 9 PM UK time. Thank you for joining me, take care, and goodbye.